In my last video, I was showing you how you can mount the iFLO Pro directly to the side of your air handler. Now this isn't always an option, as sometimes we have a wall right here, it's in a tight closet. So let me show you how you can mount this directly to the wall itself. To do this, I like these. These are I believe they're called easy anchors. So you can find them at all your home stores. They're very easy. And the reason why is because you don't even need your stud finder for these. What you do is you take the screw, without the anchor to start with. You find a place on the wall, anywhere you think it's going to be high enough to get that gravity feed into your system, and then you just screw it in. Don't worry about if there's a stud there or not. Now if you hit a stud and it's tight, you're good to go. But if not, and the screw is just spinning in there like this, well, then you didn't hit that stud. So let's pull it back out, and I'll show you the reason why I like those easy anchors. Because now this easy anchor, put it right in the hole you just created with that screw, and you drill it in. It actually anchors itself right into place. Now you can take your plate, same screw, screw it right in, make sure that you got it all level, and now she's nice and tight. And it's that easy to mount it directly to a wall just like that, and then you just find where you're going to run your tube into your pan. Now say you don't even have a wall like this. Now we're all professionals here. You can figure this out. We're going to mount it directly to the stud as well. So let me show you how to do that. So now you don't have a wall next to it that's high enough, at least, for you to get the gravity feed that you want. You've got to mount it to the stud. Very simple to do. Again, all you do is you take your screw, mount it right to that stud. Make sure it's good and high up there so that it can gravity feed into your air handler and directly into the pan. Always keep an eye on that level. Make sure it's good and level, and tighten it down. And that's how you would mount it to, say, an attic or a crawl space. All right, so the great part about this kit is that it's customizable to however the system is set up. As we all know, every single one of these systems is set up a little bit differently. In this case, because we have a wall right here and we've got to get this tubing into here, and I don't want to go through this panel because I might need to remove that at some point, and it just makes it harder, I can come through here. Now I can either go directly through the access point right here, or if there isn't an access point there for you to get through, we can make our own. The kit includes this bag of all kinds of things that you might need, from your T's to your L connection that we used to go through the side of the unit before, the clips to clip it directly into the pan, but here's where we might use this little grommet right here. And to use this, say I want to come through here somewhere. We want to make sure we maintain that negative pressure, so we got to have that sealed up. That's where this grommet comes in. We're going to put the grommet right in here so we can run that through. Now the first thing we want to do is take the front panel off, because obviously you don't want to drill into something and cause damage to the system itself. So let's do that first. All right, so I've taken the panel off, and I can see right here we've got our coils coming right through here, so we don't want to mess with anything around here. That's going to possibly cause damage when that drill bit goes through. So I'm going to put it right about here. It gives me good access to the pan and still has that downward slope for that gravity feed. So to do that, I'm going to use my step bit. All right, make sure you don't over-penetrate, make that hole too big. Go a little bit at a time and kind of test fit along the way. So I know that I've got this hole right where I need it. I can just crush this grommet, stick it in there, and that will allow me to fit it nice and snug through that hole. All right, so now I've got my grommet in place, and now I can take this tube and I can feed it directly through there. I still have access to the panel. I can open this in the future if I want, but I want to pull this hose all the way through. I want to get it to the back of the pan, and again, I'm going to be using our clips right here, clipping this to the pan itself so that that hose stays put right where it belongs in the back of the system. So as you can see here, you want to clip that tube right there a few inches from the back of the pan, the high point of the pan. That's because the solution is going to flow and shoot back there. It's going to get all the way to the back, and then it's going to drain out your system all the way out, cleaning both the pan as well as all the plumbing all the way out of your house. Now again, with all of this, whether you're doing it like this with one piece or you're going to split it with that T that we give you, as I showed you in the previous video, It's all up to you. Every system is a little different. Some systems have a pan you can get to over here, some do not. Some you have to come from the back side. So there's a lot of different ways to do it. This is just one of the best ways right here that I found.